Всем привет, доброго времени суток, с вами Адонай, и мы продолжаем прохождение Игры престолов.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose. Was. It makes no difference. Friends, the Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. How then he was decisive and firm. Now do it again with these questions. Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is. I can handle Lord Whitehill. Well said, man. Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton. All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me. My house. But to his family, it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
Jesus, but I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house. Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but he can hear, held his ground.
You were brave, my son, but you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. The once belonged to Lady Elena. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish your mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Wonders made by man. A loneliness one's a gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's only a time wrath today. It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help. One moment.
Oh, sorry, my lady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, lady, but you're right. If you don't mind my asking.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, better from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, my lady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here in a minute.
Of course, my lady. Do you work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Wall of Sex, with the princess.
Cersei?
They appear to be having some sort of disagreement.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a cold in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things, but people don't even know you're there. Good night, lady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early. I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact. Thank you, my lady. And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. You're very kind, my lady. Of course, ma'am, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark, it raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself called me this morning outside the house. She mentioned the northern girl in my service because she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. I'm not a traitor. Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and, by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near. I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humour her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another. Good luck. You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester. Your Grace. The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise. House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king. Are they? I beg your pardon, Your Grace. I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown will make no bounds.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark, a house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say her loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the warden of the north, Your Grace.
He is, and I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Cornwall.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned, but now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of iron for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Iron does. Team Mother. Me.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they do whatever is necessary to save Castle Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house.
I won't dishonour myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks. wielding a battle axe with the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Ren Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would.
Good. Answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I'm not having my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will see almost anything to make choice, which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once at the tourney at Mansfield. Even then, he didn't trust me important. We only spoke briefly, but just he struck me as an honorable man. And I've my condolences for his loss.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget them, nor should they. That certainly took courage, to so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the master of coin who decides such matters. The crown needs votes. Votes need wood. And I speak for the crown. And this would go, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promise Sansa I will join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of wine. Donut wine.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the north. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at me absolutely nothing. It went well. Really? That's relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on the seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the fourth cousins and the ninth-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. What? It's true. And over in Martell, the red viper, I'm told he has he is quite handsome and quite passionate. From what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey? It meant you'd become queen. He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. I don't want to be queen no matter who I have to marry. Don't want to be queen? You murmurs. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well, I'm sorry, my lady. As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Nora. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once I know the true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to let me. Do you agree? People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork. You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been. Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favour of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding soon. And I would never want to jeopardise that. Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious. My family is strong, my lady. Don't let it trouble you. I know they will find a way to prevail.
Королевский тракт, волчий лес.
7 hours. Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I've had full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, the naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the warden of the north.
He does now. How much further is it? These foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Lord Ethan,
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen. Keep walking, you creep, son of the law. Move. Come on the law. We need his judgment. I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive. Lord Ethan. Me. Who is this man? This craven is a deserter undertaker. This house is doomed! We all fucking know it! Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord, I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. Speak true. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day. Oh, Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their Lord will not permit it.
Even send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. A thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. You'll be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
I should take this to you. See this man is pain, his family's friend.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon. My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes, did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance, possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine 2 brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I can never forget it. But
I I'm honoured.
Yeah. No. Someday, I'll have a real one. And not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to father-in-law. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Sword up, swing left. Sorry. Wrong. I did no dogs throw sword.
Word?
Of course, man.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tupper who sent Garrett to the war. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the white. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud, seeing you make good choices as a young boy.
Your words are wise, Sir Roland.
Thank you.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, we have a small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord. Yes, my lord.
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, ready. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show them our force in our own. We've got to project power, especially when you're weak.
Thank you, Sir Roland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher.
She has asked me to return with you, to help her out.
You said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here. I'll be of no help to you in this. She insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. And people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentiment.
If I may be so bold, Sir Roland is the man for the job. Be a fine choice, and I trust him. Aye, Sir Roland is the man you want.
Why Sir Roland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to leave. They need me to, but
What? Ethan, please.
who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Now, when I say hurry, get that.
Duncan,
Yes, Lord.
I have much to consider. We face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As you would, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord, but he's nowhere near ready to serve. Sentinel, I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get himself killed. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord. Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count here, just to be sure.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand the siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast and can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
You're all worthless, aren't we?
Maester,
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
what is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. Wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life.
Ransom or a robbery? You may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow. My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester, I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Whomever's not chosen should feel no shame. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
What? This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword. That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Roland. You named me sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted. He's the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword. The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new sentinel favours a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father. Ah. Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Imra. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see the Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
Your father would not approve, my lord.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of you. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house. There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher said it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
no, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Melanie,
You?
begging your pardon, lady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, my lady. I hope you saw me. I was right before. That Lady Marjorie, the princess. I just want you to know. I can help you if you like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, my lady. You need allies. Hopefully I'll prove I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... help you.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him, and without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us. I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place it must be. Right.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton? Some Bruce Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you.
Warden
No.
of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? The Lord Whitehall told me you were young. Yes. Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Owen.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, we could do it. But not this. Look at that. More forest.
Lord Ramsay,
Come out, brothers.
We really must focus on it. The business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
What fealty? We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father. Lord Bob, Warden. Words are wind. Anyone can say the Lord.
My lord,
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your word. The crown, however, wants you. Whatever you've been supplying in the start of the centuries. Shields, shields, chain pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him alive, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
you needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little one.
You can't trust your Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was Forrester's wife who did it. One Whitehill soldier did. One more.
He was within his rights. They killed his family.
His right. He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a rotten door, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal family. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit them. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day.
What? The ironwood? But
That is our livelihood. Then you better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something you might have done? We are talking about trees. You grow them. Now,
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years or the next 50 generations?
the little more down. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who feels better.
But my lord,
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your watch.
that ironwood, that we cannot abide. Ethan,
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
my ship. Great.
Rick will lead the garrison. You have no right.
Whitehills have no place here, lads.
Do make mistakes.
please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this little forest. You're frightened.
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's goddess?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh. Like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted.
Leave my sister alone.
You can be me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like Hannah?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We get along well.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can say. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want to look the brave lord. But in trouble. Even though you did that. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the foresters need to keep their end of the battle. Take the brave your call.
No!
Kill him. Or take him to any trouble. Lovely meeting. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him. Fetch the maester quickly.
You wrote this.
Please.
Stop!
Let it
go!
Stop that. Please.
Stop it!
Do something.
Вот так вот у нас закончилась первая глава. Этот сучонок убил ее, его, то есть убил Итана, сукин сын.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me simply. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them. We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем удачи. Всем пока.